Morning, everybody. This is day 6. It's of my recovery. 6 days since I had the surgery. Haven't put up a couple of videos or a few videos over the weekend and all because there really hasn't been a whole lot of change. One thing that has been going on is the last day or two, I guess a couple of days. Been having like stabbing pain, just off and on, stabbing, burning pain, and it's been in the incision area. I kind of, just from having previous surgeries and all, I'm not too alarmed by it because I think it's a lot of it is just the nerves, kind of waking up, coming back online. It hasn't been that long. And the pain doesn't last for very long. It's pretty sudden, and then it lasts for a few seconds, and then it'll go away. So I'm not too worried about it. It's just kind of bothersome. Sleeping is still a challenge. Just getting comfortable. I just can't get comfortable. By the end of the day, I'm just tired, and my neck is tired. And of course, I have to wear wearing this brace, and it's a soft one though, so it's not a big problem. It's kind of interesting. This is my third operation on my neck, and of course this one's a little different because they didn't know that plate was broken. Actually went in for a different reason, and then they found out the plate was broken, and that was what was causing the problem, or apparently was causing the problem. We'll find out. Time will tell, because it's going to need some time to see if everything goes back in place. But so that kind of threw them a hitch. But anyhow, the first operation I had back in 2008, I was put in a hard cervical collar, and it was very rigid, couldn't move at all. And of course it was a higher level as well. It was C4-5. C5-6, my bad. And so I was put in a rigid collar and for I think 6 weeks, long time, and couldn't move my head afterwards. It took a long time to get to where I could just turn my head, because everything was just so stiff. The second operation in 2010, which is the one that they put the plate in that eventually broke, wasn't put in a collar at all. Now my friend said I was put in a soft collar. I don't remember it. I do remember getting a soft collar because like I said before, I'm a student, gone back to school, and I was taking classes, and I remember getting a soft collar just to feel secure. Just to have that sense of security, because I was worried my head might fall off or something. And I kind of need my head. It don't have much in it, but you don't want it bouncing around either. So anyhow, I didn't have a collar that I remember at the time that was given to me anyway. I may be wrong because I don't remember a whole lot because all the drugs was pretty drugged up. And of course, this time put in a soft collar, and we'll see how it goes. I've got classes starting a week from today, and of course I have special provisions and all. The school's been really good to work with me, but we'll see how it all goes. I did want to take this off and show you now the steri strips are still on there, but just kind of show you what the incision might look like. I'm not exactly sure. Now it looks like I'm backwards, but this is my right side. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Like looking in the mirror, you don't know what side you're looking at. But if you can see this, the incision, they went across here, which was the original incision from the other 2 operations. They put it right here. Well, he went here, and then when he found out what was going on, he had to go up and make more room for him to maneuver. And there's some darkness right here. I don't know if maybe he went up here too. I'm not real sure. That could just be, maybe that's just blood or something. I really don't know. But when all these come off, I guess I'll find out. But he told me it would look like kind of like a really long L, or a long L for what it is. But that's the little incision. My little steri strips hadn't come off yet, and they kind of pull, you know, because I got this big old turkey wattle neck and all that. It's all that inbreeding my family did, but and we'll talk about that later. But he did, you know, of course, when he was telling me about the plate being broken, and they sent me a picture. I don't know how to get a picture on here, but I may try to figure that out. I'm pretty technologically challenged, but. But he did tell me that, you know, the only thing that was really holding everything together was the two facet joints at that level. I don't know if you're familiar with the anatomy, but the facet joints are, you have your vertebra, you have your vertebra stacked, and of course you have a disc in there, and then the spinal cord and everything, and on the back, and you can feel the ridge back there, and then to each side of the ridge are these little joints, and it's where one vertebra basically sits on top of another like this, and it slides back and forth, and that allows the movement that you have, and that's called a facet joint because it has flat faces. Anyhow, that's the only thing that was holding that together. The disc, the graft that they had put in, the bone graft to replace the disc that they removed, didn't take and disintegrated. I guess my body absorbed it. I'm not real sure. Then when that plate broke, it popped out. So there was nothing holding that together other than those two joints. And he said that basically my head was just sliding back and forth at that level, my head and neck. And he told me, you know, that usually when he's seen it before, that usually it kind of collapses. He said, you know, I looked out, mine didn't collapse, and I looked at him and it's like, well, are you saying I'm lightheaded or something? Because I guess maybe I am, but you don't want to hear that. But you know, if it kept it from collapsing, whatever. I'm just messing with you. But anyhow, so really no real changes other than that pain. Like I said, it's still difficult to sleep. I do get some sleep, but I can't do it. So far, I haven't been able to do it without some medication. During the day, I don't really take much. I've gotten to where I don't really need pain medication during the day. I mean, you know, it's pretty manageable. I'm not, other than that stabbing pain, I don't really have any pain. I don't have pain in the back of my neck along the bone or anything. There's no pain there. It's just that, you know, that kind of incisional pain. Now I do get tired, but the pain that was going down my arms is gone. I've had a little bit of it. I think it's probably due to swelling. I know that even from the previous surgeries that for the first week or two, there's quite a bit of swelling, and he had told me that even when he went in there before he did anything, just around where that thing had broken, that he said it was a very large amount of inflammation because of that thing being broken the way it was. And as far as problems swallowing, before the surgery, I would get choked just on nothing. I just choked sitting here on my own saliva. Anything that I swallowed, I could feel it. I didn't know what I was feeling, but it was like it would get hung, and sometimes it did get hung, and you know, and it would come back into my mouth. That's nasty, but you know, hey, we're all trying to learn here, so we'll just lay it all out. But yeah, it was nasty. I haven't had any of that, none of that whatsoever, which has been really nice because you know, it's kind of sucks when you're choking all the time. So you know, we'll continue. I'll keep plugging along, and I was able to go walking outside yesterday. It's been pretty rainy and dreary here until yesterday, and of course it's cold because you know it's winter, if y'all hadn't noticed. But yesterday I was actually able to get outside and walk, and that was nice. Prior to that, because of the rain, I was just walking around here in the house, and I'd go out on the patio or whatever and just kind of make a round, and that's about as exciting as watching paint dry. You just sit there and it's like, well, you've seen all the same thing. And even going down the street, you're still seeing the same thing because you lived here, but at least you're getting to see a different bird or something, or and getting some sunshine. Today I plan on walking several times. It's another pretty day, and I'm going to try to walk at least twice, maybe 3 times, and see how far I get, and go as far as I can, and and call it good. Anything's better than nothing. Can't really think of anything else. Got a little bit of a raspy throat. I think that's just still, swelling. Plus, I've had some drainage from allergies and all, so I think that's kind of all of that. Not worried about it. Don't feel sick or anything. Can't really think of anything else. Facial hair's coming back in. Woo! Can't really think of anything else. I'll keep y'all posted as things change. I don't see the doctor again until the 22nd, which is about 2 weeks, and today is the 5th. Excuse me. Don't see him until then, and of course we'll find out. The steri strips, he said, just let them fall off on their own. Don't try to pull them off. Don't worry, I'm not going to. I'm a big baby, but anyhow, oh well. I can't think of nothing else. I don't want to waste y'all's time. Y'all be good, and y'all take care of each other. And listen, something kind of came up. A cousin of mine has been waiting for a good while for some transplants, and was called to the hospital last night that there were some organs coming available and all, and was prepped for surgery. And at the last minute, the family of the deceased individual changed their mind and decided not to make a donation. I don't have a problem with that. That's their decision. I've been in that situation when my father passed away. It's not an easy thing to do. And to each his own. I hate the fact that it was at the last minute, and this person had signed donor cards and all, but the family just didn't want to do it. I hate that it was done at the last minute, because so many people's hopes get up and all. But I understand their grief, and they're having to deal with things. For those of you who are in that situation, if you want to be a donor, be sure that everybody that you can think of knows that you want to be a donor, because ultimately it doesn't matter what you sign. Ultimately, it's up to the family. What you sign basically just says, this is what I want. And I think maybe in some emergency cases they can go ahead, if it's something that I really don't know. Really, honestly, I don't know. I just know when my father passed away, they told us that it was our decision, even though he had signed everything, that we could still reverse that. We chose not to. The way I look at it, and to each his own. Not everybody looks at things the same way. By me agreeing to donate organs and tissue from my father, that was a way that he could continue to live, in my mind, because that part of him is living in someone else. And so in a way, I guess I'm honoring, or in my mind, in my heart, I was honoring him and allowing him to continue. I don't know what that's worth, but there you go. So if you're considering it, I mean, I respect your decision, and I would never say you're wrong for not doing something. That's your decision. It's not mine. But consider all the variables and consider, the fact that you're allowing this person to continue to live, and if it's what they wanted, then you're honoring their choice. If it's too hard for you to do, if it's something you just can't agree with, or you just can't do, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be assured in your decision, and know that what you've done is the best for you, best for the individual, best for all the people concerned, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But donating can save somebody's life, and sometimes we got to think about what's the greater good. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. I've preached to y'all a little too long. Didn't mean for this to turn into a sermon, but anyway, y'all be good. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all get out there and play and have a good time. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Until then, I'll be updating again and kind of let everybody know how things are going. It might be a few days or whatever. I'm just kind of going, seeing how things go. And so anyway, all right, y'all be good. We'll talk to you later. Bye.